So about a month ago, I made a video on Netflix's Insatiable, and for this video, I assume you're at least somewhat familiar with the show itself. Anyway, in that video, I said how even just watching the first episode left me just completely baffled at what I just watched. Like, I didn't know if I even liked it or not, or what, but it was something else. Now, in spite of, or maybe because of, that video, a lot of you went and watched the show for yourselves, which is great, by the way. You know, you don't just have to take my word for it. You know, please feel free to watch and decide for yourselves. But anyway, some of you watched it and told me that I really should keep going with the show because somehow it gets even weirder. And I was thinking to myself, how could this show possibly get any weirder? Well, I took your advice. After I heard that I got renewed for season 2, I sat down and watched the entire first season. And oh boy, I was not ready. I was not mentally or emotionally prepared for what I was about to watch. Now, usually in these videos, I go over like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, or in the case of Riverdale, I usually group like 3 or 4 together. But this time, I watched the entire 12-episode season, and my plan was to just kind of summarize it and like, you know, give my thoughts or whatever. But like, how do you even begin to summarize this show? If you've seen it, just try to explain to someone, okay? I dare you. You just end up sounding like a 5-year-old on bath salts.
There was this fat girl and she got punched by a homeless man and then she got skinny and she tried to kill the homeless man, but she didn't, but he still died. And then she likes the hot guy, but then there's another hot guy and she likes him, but then she likes the first guy, but then she likes the second guy, but then she likes the first guy again. And she thought the second guy got her pregnant, but actually it was her twin inside of her. But actually it was a demon. But actually it wasn't. And then she almost kills a girl. And then she kills the second guy. And then she kills a grandma.
What the heck are you talking about, Johnny? Like, seriously though, nothing happens, but like everything happens, but nothing means anything anyway? The original plot, or like whatever of the show, was that it was about a fat girl who was made fun of, she gets skinny, and then she wants revenge on everyone who was mean to her back, you know, when she was fat.
Yeah, I want revenge against anyone who has ever been mean to me. I get a taste of victory, but it's not enough. I want more.
Now this premise, I can get on board with, okay? Like I've said many times, I was a fat kid all the way up until the very end of high school. I totally understand what it's like to be made fun of, be picked on, literally have people throw food and garbage at you. Like, I get it. So the whole idea of a fat kid getting thin and then punishing the wicked, like that really appeals to me and my inner child PTSD, you know what I'm saying? Even the idea of Bob coaching her to be in beauty pageants, like it's not really my first choice as to where I'd like them to take the show. But like, okay, I don't really have any frame of reference for beauty pageants, but sure, I'll give it a shot. I'll keep an open mind. But this show just takes both of these premises and just throws them right in the trash. Like the first episode, she gets skinny. The second episode, she goes to school and everyone's like, whoa, who's the new hot girl? Also, can we just appreciate this girl's side eye over here? Well, gee, you never look at me like that, Jason. And from then on, it just turns into like, what if the writers of Riverdale tried to remake Days of Our Lives or something? Like the whole beauty pageant thing is still like in the backdrop of the show in theory, but not a lot really happens with it. And like seriously, the entire last third or so of the show just focuses on Bob coming out as maybe gay and how this affects his marriage or whatever. But like if you've watched the show for even 10 minutes, this is the least surprising plot twist maybe ever.
I can't do this. I am not like you.
You can. We just need to get you through tonight without you falling apart.
Me? What about you? Who knows who you may come out to next? Oh my God. Oh, I'm dizzy. I can't feel my hands. Oh my God.
Well, I sure didn't see that one coming. No, sir. So, who is this show even for? Because, like, again, my understanding was that it was a teen drama, revenge, fantasy kind of deal. And like I said, that sounds pretty great to me. Sure, like, the main character is this 17-year-old girl, but the vast majority of the show just follows the most annoying, maladjusted 40-year-old children I've ever seen. So like any teen who starts watching this show probably bailed like 3 episodes in. Something else that really got to me about this show is how like there are parts that on their own could have been interesting, but like just the complete ridiculousness of the rest of the show kind of ruins like any serious emotional weight that they were trying to have. Like Patty's friend Nani, for example, comes out as a lesbian, and her journey itself is actually written pretty well, I think.
I've ruined everything.
No, you didn't. Nothing has to change.
Of course it does.
Wait,
Everything's different now.
why? I don't care.
Oh my God, you always make it about you!
But like you can't really take it seriously when you have to deal with all of this at the same time.
Hey. Hey. Down here. Yeah, it's me, the donut.
Or like there's this part near the end where Patty gets really stressed about everything and then she relapses and starts overeating again. Now again, on its own, this could have been a pretty interesting look at like OCD or body dysmorphia or something like that. But then the very next episode, she dresses up as a hot dog, steals a Wienermobile, and then tries to kidnap another beauty pageant contestant girl. So like, how am I supposed to take anything seriously? And don't even get me started on the whole secret twin demon possession pregnancy story arc. And by the way, yes, this is 100% real.
You're not pregnant. The ultrasound revealed that you have a teratoma. It's a parasitic twin that you consumed in utero.
Your wiener is more important than your spiritual sanctity. Forget about regionals. We need to get that thing out of you. Whatever's inside of you is pure evil.
I cast you out, demon! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Even Patty herself is just the worst character. Like, I'm all for flawed main characters, you know, like not everyone has to be the good guy all the time. There's another Netflix show called Love, by the way, which is fantastic at this. But there is nothing redeemable about Patty whatsoever. She does all these horrible things, never really learns any kind of lesson, like she just keeps doing the same dumb stuff over and over again. Like, what is this show even trying to be, really? Don't get me wrong, I love Netflix. They have a lot of good movies, good shows, whatever. They've given us a lot. But I gotta ask, if shows like this get approved, what kind of shows do they reject? I mean, how much of an incomprehensible garbage pile does a show have to be for Netflix to finally say, hey, whoa, okay, we have standards here? Like, it's gotta be the same people who keep funding Adam Sandler movies. Okay, guys, so Adam Sandler has really bad diarrhea, and the only way he can stop it is to take a dump in every bathroom in New York City. Adam Sandler is Dingle Dropper. I've seen a lot of shows over this past year or so making these videos, and generally, I like all of them to varying degrees. I mean, no show or movie is perfect, obviously, but usually there's always something I can latch onto and enjoy. But Insatiable, like, it's not even just that it's bad, it's just so confusing as to why it got made at all. Like, these shows, even on Netflix, right, they have to go through several steps and committees and approval processes and all this stuff just to get made. And you're telling me everyone gave the okay for this? Like, really, Insatiable is just, it's just really something. This week's video is brought to you by BetterHelp. So okay, BetterHelp is basically counseling or therapy done online right from your home. They have hundreds of different therapists from like any religion or ethnic background or life experience, like whatever. Like you can choose a therapist that's right for you and you can change anytime. And while of course mental health counseling and therapy services are the main focus, they also have things like marriage counseling, career advice counseling, help for addiction, counseling for family issues, anger management, and so on. It only costs between $35 to like $70 a week with unlimited communication with your therapist. Now, compare that to regular therapy, which costs upward of like $300 per session. Not that bad. And get this, if you need help, but you're worried about like money or financial situation, whatever, like they even offer financial assistance for those who qualify. Now, I get a lot of messages from people who tell me how my videos have helped them through tough times or, you know, talked them off a ledge, so to speak. And I'm really glad that they resonate with you in that way. But as should be very obvious, I'm not a professional. So if you're having these feelings and you need someone to talk to, or you just need help from a certified professional therapist, click the link in the description and please give BetterHelp a try. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. You know, I was thinking about what show to do or like what video to do this week. And ever since I did the first Insatiable video, a lot of people were telling me like, you gotta go back to it. It gets even worse. It gets even worse. And I was like, okay, guys, it can't get worse than the first episode. Well, turns out I was completely wrong about that. You know, like I said in the video, usually with shows, no matter how bad they are, there's always kind of something you can say like, well, but at least this part was good, or well, but at least this was enjoyable. But like how did this show even get made? I know I'm just kind of repeating myself, but it's like, how did this even come to pass in the first place? You know, after I finished writing the script, I was reading it over and I was like, am I just being cynical? Like, am I just being negative just to be negative? Like, you know, is it me? Has all this kind of like such and such is kind of dumb? Has that all rubbed off on me now? But I looked at Rotten Tomatoes and the whole first season has 11%. And so I was like, oh, well, okay, it's not just me. But somehow, right, it got a second season. Like some shows that don't get renewed should be, and shows that have no business being renewed just get like 5-season orders, you know? You're just, how does this even work? Who's pulling the strings back there? I have no idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I have videos coming out every Tuesday. Follow me on Twitter, send me a message, send me a tweet, whatever. Let me know if you like the video or what you think I should do for a video, or just say hi, I don't know, whatever. Follow my dog Charlie on Instagram, Charlie Meets Pumpkin. My wife posts there almost every single day, so you get some little Charlie in your life. Just, I mean, why wouldn't you? Above all else, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.